Well, sunny skies today at Lad People Stadium after a wet Wednesday. We're here with Jim Nagy, the executive director of the Reese Senior Bowl. 3 practices up, 3 practices down. Your general thoughts on how it went?
It went fast for me.
Yeah.
It was different in this role, that not working for a team and being on the field and talking to people. So it was hard to get focused on the field. But once I did and locked in, it was really a good week. You saw the improvement in a lot of players from day 1 to day 3. So that was great.
We have our annual practice awards. We'll give those out. Let's break down that by position. We'll start with the quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback Jarrett Stidham from Auburn. I mean, I thought he would come down here and light it up and really show off his arm talent, and he did. He showed accuracy, he showed touch, he showed he could drive the football. He had 3 really solid days. So it was a tight, conversation. I went around the field and asked a bunch of NFL guys what they thought, and it was kind of a mixed split. But I just went with Jarrett because he really threw it well.
How about the running back spot?
Yeah, the running back spot, Dexter Williams had a great week. He really showed his burst. You watched the Notre Dame tape, and he's a really explosive guy, and he showed that yesterday, a couple great cuts and got out in the open field and caught the ball well too. So Dexter had a great week.
And every time he ran the ball, he took it all the way to the end zone and then came all the way back.
They must have a running backs coach at Notre Dame that tells them to do that.
How about wide receiver? Debo Samuel really had a great week.
Yeah, Debo had a great week. I mean, they're Penny Hart from Georgia State, Terry McLaurin, Ohio State had great weeks. But Debo consistently got open and made plays. I mean, he really, at the beginning of the year when we scouted him, you could see he was having some lingering effects from a leg injury last year. But now really these last couple months, he looks totally back, and he showed it this week.
How about the tight end group?
The tight end group, another really tightly contested group, but we went with Foster Moreau from LSU. Foster's just a guy, kind of a do-it-all tight end. He's going to play on the end of the line of scrimmage and move people and block people. And then I think he showed more in the pass game than he was allowed to show really at LSU. So showed good hands, got open, tough kid, great guy to have all week. I mean, you've been around him, Rob. He's a great guy to have around, and he was our tight end.
Offensive line had a lot of talented offensive linemen out here. They had a good week.
Yeah, great week. That North team offensive line was, I've had some scouts say it's the best college all-star offensive line team they've seen.
Really?
Yeah, from top to bottom. But in terms of the week, Garrett Bradbury was a guy that stood out consistently. North Carolina State, really quick off the ball. He looks quick on tape. He looks quicker out here on the practice field. So he was a guy that, again, talking to some scouts about who they thought offensive lineman of the week should be, Garrett's name was consensus.
Okay, let's switch to the other side of the ball. How about the defensive line? Who stood out?
Yeah, defensive line, a lot of players. Montez Sweat along the line. There were so many good players. We went with Isaiah Buggs. He was a guy for the South team that really was difficult to block. They did a lot of 3-man blocking combos and run game stuff. He really stood out. So went with Isaiah.
LJ Collier from TCU, another standout.
Yeah, LJ was good.
Yeah. How about the linebackers?
Linebackers, God, it's another stacked group, but Drew Tranquil from Notre Dame, to me, really stood out. Former safety, and you saw that former safety in some of the coverage stuff. He was the one guy that was really able to consistently stick with people and show that he's going to play on third down right away at the next level, whether it's as a starter or as a sub-downs linebacker.
Okay, and defensive backs?
Defensive backs, another group. Rock Ya-Sin had a great week from Temple. Awarie from Penn State had a great week. We went with Savage from Maryland, Darnell Savage. He had a great week. Can play slot, can play free safety. Really he got his hands on a bunch of balls, so he was fun to watch.
And specialists, they don't get a lot of action out here, but who stood out for the specialists?
Really, Austin Siebert from Oklahoma. All-time scoring leader in college football from the kicker position, and he's got pop in his foot. You could hear him out here. It was. He's one of those guys you can scout with your ears and not just your eyes. He's got some pop in his leg.
All right, and finally, our outstanding practice player of the week overall, any position.
Yeah, Chuma Edoga from USC. This is usually a really good showcase for offensive linemen that can protect the passer, and that's exactly what he did this week. I mean, he was great all week, and then they did a little showcase at the middle of the field today with Coach Gruden got the guys out, and he picked Collier and Edoga, 2 guys that really stood out, and Edoga just locked him down. It was pretty cool, but he had a great week. He's really talented, played right tackle at USC, came down here and showed he could play left.
All right, great week. Wrapping up, of course, the game Saturday at Lad People Stadium on NFL Network, 2:30 kickoff Central Time.